What's up, YouTube? This is DevinSight123 bringing you not just week 3 but week 4's results. I don't have main events for you guys. I'm sorry. I just didn't feel like taking the time to do them. I apologize. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with Raw's results for the 15th. I just went ahead and finished the month up. So yeah, Raw's rating was a 3.5 stars that night. It went down. They didn't have a match one as usual. The first match was a singles manager with manager. Ashley Law and Mark Henry lost to Carlito and Snitsky. The next was a ultimate submission match that was 2 stars between Sandman and Chris Masters. Let me move my camera back a little bit. I apologize. Don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. Next was a tag team normal match where Terry Funk and JTG beat Randy Orton and Umaga. Next was the World Tag Team Championship match, Tornado Tag match, where CM Punk and Stone Cold beat Bret Hart and Edge to retain their titles. And overall, that was a 3.5 stars for Raw that night. Next, we move on to ECW. They didn't have a match one as usual. Match 2 was a tag team tornado tag match where Shawn Michaels and Gregory Helms lost to MVP and Kenny Dykstra. That match was 2.5 stars. Then we had a singles no manager match between, surprisingly, the 2 partners that used to work together, Batista and Johnny Nitro, where Batista won, and it was at 2.5 stars. Next was a 6-man normal tag match where Mick Foley, Bobby Lashley, and Sabu lost to King Booker, Marcus Corvon, and Chavo Guerrero. And then after that was the ECW Championship Hardcore Single match where John Cena lost his title to Triple H, and that brought in 4 stars. So overall, that night for ECW brought in 3.5 stars. And we move on to Smackdown, where we got 3.5 stars as well, and we didn't have a championship match. So the first match was a singles no manager. Kane lost to Matt Hardy. Next was a singles no manager match. Elijah Burke beat Jeff Hardy, and they were both 3 stars. Next was a tag team normal match where Rey Mysterio and Shad beat Roddy Piper and Rick Rude. That was 3 stars as well. Then the next match was a singles no manager where The Undertaker finally lost to The Rock. Finally, after 2 weeks of trying. And the last match was the Great Khali beating Mr. Kennedy with Ric Flair as the manager. That also brought in 3.5 stars. So yeah, it was a pretty good night for SmackDown. But we didn't have a match of the week because ECW had their pay-per-view, ECW, and it brought in 3.5 stars, which is a killer. It sucked. The first match was a table single where Kenny Dykstra beat William Regal, and that was 2 stars. Next was a singles no manager where Batista beat Johnny Nitro, again, and that was 3 stars. The next was a tag team tag with manager where Shawn Michaels and Mick Foley lost to MVP, Gregory Helms, and Bobby Lashley. And last was an elimination tag 6-man tag match where Triple H, John Cena, and Sabu lost to King Booker, Marcus Corvon, and Chavo Guerrero, and that brought in 3 stars. Next we go to Raw, and theirs was 3 stars, so they're going down in ratings. They didn't have a match 1 or match 2. Then it was an elimination tag match where Stone Cold, JTG, and Snitsky beat Carlito, Finlay, and Chris Masters, and that was 2.5 stars. And then there was another elimination tag where Bret Hart and Ashley lost to Randy Orton and Umaga. Next was a hardcore fatal 4-way match where Terry Funk beat Penn Sabu, and the competitors were Terry Funk, Edge, CM Punk, and Sandman, and that was 3.5 stars. And next we have ECW. They didn't have a match 1, and it was a 3.5 stars for their night for ECW. Kenny Dykstra beat William Regal and Gregory Helms. That was 2.5. A tables triple threat where MVP beat John Cena and Johnny Nitro, and that was 2.5 stars. Then was another tag match where Triple H and Mick Foley lost to King Booker, Chavo, and Bobby Lashley. And the main event was a ladder fatal 4-way where Sabu beat Batista, HBK, and Marcus Corvon. And that was 3 stars. And we move on to SmackDown. That was 3.5 stars. So yeah, the first match was Elijah Burke versus Jeff Hardy, and that was 3.5 stars. Jeff Hardy won. Next was a parking lot brawl where Matt Hardy lost to Kane, and that was 4 stars. Then it was a tag team normal match where Rick Rude and Roddy Piper beat Shad and Rey Mysterio. Then the next one was a singles no manager with manager where the Great Khali finally lost to Ric Flair and Mr. Kennedy. That was 3 stars. And the last match was a singles no manager where The Rock beat The Undertaker again with 4 stars as the main event for the night. And now we have Backlash where it brought in 4.5 stars. They didn't have a match won. Next was a 6-man normal tag where Terry Funk, JTG, and Ashley lost to Carlito, Finlay, and Chris Masters, and that was 2.5 stars. Next was a singles no manager where Sandman lost to Umaga, that was 2.5 stars. Then it was a World Tag Team Championship match in a Hell in a Cell where CM Punk and Stone Cold lost to Snitsky and Edge to lose their World Tag Team titles, and that was 3.5 stars. And the main event of the night was a WWE Championship Last Man Standing match where Randy Orton lost the title to Bret Hart. And overall that night, it was 4.5 stars. So now we're going to move into the Power 25, where Stone Cold is number 1, The Rock is number 2, Bret Hart is number 3, Brothers of Destruction are number 4, Mr. Kennedy's number 5, Ray is number 6, Roddy Piper is number 7, Ric Flair is number 8, Terry Funk is number 9, King Booker's number 10, DX is 11th, Elijah Burke is 12th, Great Khali went down to 13th, Rated RKO is 14th, the Hardys are 15th, Rick Rude 16th, JTG 17th, Bobby Lashley 18th, Shad went down to 19th, John Cena went down to 20th, Mick Foley went down to 21, CM Punk went down to 22, Batista stayed at 23, Marcus Corvon went down to 24, and Carlito went down to 25. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be more to come. Peace.